Hey guys, this is me Sadman. So we're gonna solve the swing one portfolio 4P today. I'm starting with the most important one, the 4P. So it's gonna be a basic one since most of our terms are gonna be in OSPF networking. So for that we have to go through these whole servers, and we're gonna start with subnetting. So once we are done with the subnetting, let our network be just 10.0.0.0. For me, it was 10.0.0.0. I don't know about you guys, but let's just start with that one. So first of all, we have to add all of these networks. So for these, all our routers has to be the 4321, 4321, 4321, 4321, and one more 4321. So let's just arrange this by side, and then we will have to switch. The switches are going to be over here, the switch is going to be this one, and the other one is going to be this one. So why two are different? Because we are once we look over here, it's G0.1, 0/1, and this one's G1013. So I know by like doing this over and over again that the 3650 got the VLANs, got the interfaces with Z1/0/1 towards 24, and this one's going to be for 0/1 towards 24 towards 2, and then we will have like F01 to F024. And then we are going to have two PCs as well. So PC1 over here, PC2 over here. Before that, let's just go to views, and also where is the should be over here, options, preferences, and then show device labels. It's going to be turned off. All right, now we're just going to add the connections. For the usual connections, we're going to add this copper straight through cable from PC0 fast Ethernet 0. From here you can see G1013, so we're going to click Z1013. For this one is G1011, so G1011 towards G001. It's going to be this one. Same for this part as well. Over here is going to be FA24, and other one is going to be G01 towards 001, and rest of them are going to be serial DCE, which is this red wire. So before I go through with this one, let's just do one thing, that is power on this one, turn off power, put a port line inside, turn that on, turn it off, put a port line inside, turn it on. Okay, for this one you're gonna need two of them. Turn it on again. Then for this one we're gonna turn it off back. Same way we're gonna do it for the high-speed router as well. Alright, so as we can see, now we can add our routers. So this one, so over here we can see is S011 towards S010. So what we're going to do is the same thing, 011 towards 010. For here it's S010 towards S010, and same for this one is 011 towards 011, and finally for this one is going to be 20 towards 101 010. All right, and once it's done, you're going to start with all the host names. So go over here, no and conf host, and for our first switch it was Latur S3, Latur S3, and for that one is going to be no and conf t, and it's probably Latur host Latur R1. So let's just copy this line. Okay, now we shouldn't copy this line because it's going to be different for every one of them. And over here, no n const Bershi R3. Oh, it was host Bershi R3. And over here, no again, and const utkir, and then we have R2 with the host. The last one is ISPR4. It's a no n const host ISPR4. It's done. So now what we're gonna do, in order to give that name up there, go to config, copy this name, save. It's gonna help you out, like identifying which router is which one and which switch is which one. Okay, so we haven't configured this switch yet, so we're gonna configure that as over here instead of doing it on the bottom. UDQIR S2. Copy this name on alright, and for this one ISPR4. Now we can see it's well done. Alright, right after that we're just gonna go on the serial list and start to see like what they asked for us to do. In the first get-go we can see each of the switches has a particular number of VLANs connected to it. So we're going to go through that. All right. Const G. In the latter switch, we can see we have VLAN XXX and also the VLAN 1. So we're going to name two VLANs over here. There's VLAN XXX, which is going to be, for me, it was 10. And then we got name orange, and then we have VLAN 1 as well, so which is already there, and it's named VLAN 1. So that's done. And over here we're going to do the same thing. Const T VLAN 2, that is my Y. And name is going to be white, and then we have VLAN Z, which is my 25. The name of that VLAN is gray. That's it for now. All right, so first we're going to highlight everything we've done. So physical wiring is done. All right, so they asked for us to do a mod and hostname on all devices. We already did the hostname, so now we have to do a mod. So once we are going for the mod, this is to exit, no banner MOTD is going to be this is my name. Okay, it's your student name, and it just be no int for now. All right, let's just copy this line and also paste this line up here. So over here we're gonna go CLI, and then we're gonna do const paste done, const paste done, const paste done, const paste done, and one more, exit and paste done. So the mod is also done as well. Alright, so let's just get this through. configure the switch with an enable password Cisco. We're going to do this at the end of it, and I will tell you guys why. Once you do this, every time you try to go for enable mode, it's going to ask you for a password, like after it goes out of the enable mode. So that's why we're not going to do it now. We're going to do it at the end of it. So right now we're going to do is the necessary VLAN management on VLAN 1, default gateway, not the telnet access or the security ports. All right. Let's just start with this one. And over here we have to do is first we're going to do the default gateway, which is going to be the first available IP address from VLAN 1, VLAN 1A, which is in fact like for this mode you have to have two VLANs, one for this one for this one. That's why it says Latu and Utkir. So you have to have 18 hosts for this VLAN and 12 hosts for this VLAN 1. All right, for this, the first VLAN 1, the first available IP address would be default IP default gateway, IP default gateway, and 10.0.0.3.1.2.9, and you don't need a subnet for this one. All right. After that, we're going to set up the second available IP address for the VLAN 1 address. Yes, we need a VLAN 1 address over here. So we have to go to the interface of VLAN 1. In VLAN 1, then we will click on IP add. Same thing for this, but with subnet. So it's 255.255.255.224. No shut. Always don't forget to shut it off. And then we're gonna do the same for this router as well. IP default gateway, and the available first ID is 0.0.3.193. Then int VLAN 1. Then we will click the link as well, which is IP add 10. Alright. I think I made a mistake here, which is going to be, yep, none of it. Probably on this one. No, I think I haven't made a mistake. Okay, I'm just good. Let's just go through it. 190.3.194. Subnet is going to be 255.255.255.0.240. Yep. And no shut. All right. Now let's see what they asked for us to do. So configure switch ports on this one, on VLAN XXX, and G0, and on VLAN YYY. So I think that's a statement error. It's going to be F24, as we saw on the picture over here, FA024. So yeah, just do it like that. So it says for us to do two of them. So for us to do two together, we're going to do interface range G1, 0, 13 towards 14, and then we are going to do switch port mode, switch port modes, switch port mode. No, what was the, let's see, what was that called? It was switch port mode access. Switch port access. Now the VLAN number. So over here, the VLAN number for us would be for XXX, which is VLAN 10. Don't care about this one for now. And then we're gonna do the other one as well. Exit in F024, switch port mode access, port access, VLAN is going to be 2. Alright, that's good. And then we are going to do is trunking. So for us to do trunk, okay, they asked to do configure all serial and loopback address on the router with. Alright, before that, we're going to do is trunking. So what is trunking? Is basically the switch needs to communicate with the routers, and that's why we have to do a certain type of stuff. I don't know how to say it, but it's more like in order to make the switch communicate with the router, you have to do trunking. That will allow them to communicate with each of them. All right, let's just go out of it, exit, and then we're gonna look at what interface they're connected with. So it's interface G1011. Oh, it's 11. And then we're gonna do a switch port mode trunk. That's done for this one. And over here it's going to be G0 and G01, switch port mode trunk. Alright, it says an interface whose trunk inclusion auto cannot be. So for these, I'm just going to come back with you guys. I'm back guys, sorry for the delay. I was going in the washroom a little bit. So yeah, so for these you're gonna get an error message saying it is already on an auto encapsulation, auto trunk port line, and you cannot trunk it, some sort of like that. So in order to go through that, you're gonna do int G01 and then switch port trunk encap .1Q. Alrighty, so after we do that, it's gonna be easier to do it. So just now we're gonna do switch port mode trunk, and it's done. So we have done these, both of them, and now we're going to do is we're going to add all the sub interfaces here, which is going to be for VLAN X, G0, 01 dot. First, let's do VLAN 1, IP add, encap dot 1Q1, description, connection to 1 IP at 100.130 255.255.255.224. Yep, this 130, it has to be the same. Sorry, it's not going to be 130, it's 129. It has to be the same IP as the default gateway on LockU switch 3. So for this is going to be that IP address, and it's done. Let's do the same for the other VLANs as well, which is going to be 10.0, 10, VLAN 10, and for IP add it's going to be 254.0 over here, and then over here it's going to be 0.1, and then for the other one it's going to be 2.2, and the IP address is going to be 2.1, 255.255. All right, we didn't have no interface int z, so just remove this like this, int G001.2. So now what we're gonna do is, let's see, we only had to do 2 of them. Yeah, we only had to do 2 of them, and it looks done. Now what you're gonna do is open that interface, which is G001 no shut, and it should be up and running. This is you fast forward and try to ping our own interface. That way, I mean, show one. So over here you got the default gateway, copy that default gateway and then do ping default gateway. If it's not working, there is something wrong. If it's working, something's not wrong. We're gonna do ping 130 as well, and it's working. So that's the end of this video. On the next video, we're gonna configure the other switch and routers as well. So see you guys.